Hey guys. Roommate's asleep next to me again, so I'm gonna be quiet. Sorry, I hope you can hear me. And I'm gonna be not long, like 10 minutes. I just thought I'd hang out with everybody for a minute. Oh yeah, it's been between last night and today, it's been stupid. Yeah. Hey Megan of Tantrums, how are you? Just wanted to vent for a second, if that's cool with you guys. I really hate YouTube. Like, I really want to leave, guys. I'm really irritated that I came back from a break. I don't hate you guys. It's not you guys I hate at all. I mean, yeah, some people are fucking irritating and awful, but so please don't get that twisted. Or I hope I'm not saying it twistedly. This is not my world. Oh, Nathan, quit it. Fuck Nathan, stop. Thank you, Nathan, quit it. In a galaxy far, far away, I took more days off than 3 days. The problem is that I gotta pay for some medical shit. Or I wouldn't have come back. Honestly, I just want to get better and not come back. This place is toxic. This is a toxic fucking place. And this has nothing to do with the video that was put out. I mean, a little bit. But it's not like I said, everything in that video I knew what it was going to be about. I was aware. 80s baby, it's not about letting them win. It's that I don't want to stay in a toxic environment. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a fucking job. And it's just let me explain something, guys. When I release 2 videos a day, I might make, if I'm lucky, between $20 to $30 a day. All of this abuse and crap for $20 a day. All the work I put into stuff. It's not worth it. When I say that I'm just getting by to pay whatever bills I do have, because I do pay my own stuff, to pay utilities because I want to pay them, and then that and whatever's left over after all of that, plus a little bit of what I have in savings, and what I make with Patreon, going to medical stuff, and I really hope it doesn't sound rude, it's not that I'm only here for the money, it's that what I'm saying, Allie, is I would have taken a much longer break. But I have to stay alive. So I'm sorry, not trying to come across rude, but I came back so I can have the finances to stay alive. Well, Dean, things happen, and I'm, as I always say, I'm not, Catherine, I don't want to handle it. Like, for what? I'm at the point now, every time I think about uploading a video, I have anxiety, because somebody's going to be upset and offended, and they're going to blow it up into a mass proportion. I feel like I can't even make content right now. Hey, Rainbow, I got your message, girl. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back. Liz, that's exactly. You need to focus on yourself and your health, and it's hard to do without the money. They go hand in hand. Guys, this is not, I'm not somebody who fucks people over for money and attention. And that's what YouTube is. That's what it's become. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely vitriol. It's toxic. And I'm sitting here like, and it's a mind fuck, because I sit here and I'm like, the fuck have I, like, am I this awful and evil and horrible of a person? Like, what horror have I done to deserve this kind of level of crap? I'm a small channel. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I'm anything important. I'm still a really small channel. No, Amber, I don't either. I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes. This is not about making mistakes. Of course I have. I made plenty of fucking mistakes. This is about, like, there are just people systematically wanting to ruin my life. Every day, it's some form of abuse. I'm not just talking about shitty comments. I'm not just talking about, oh, my hurt feelings. Stuff I don't talk about. And I'm looking at this going, for $20 a day, this is not worth it. And I might just have to bite the bullet and just leave. and try to figure out what to do to get better with my other finances. It's just like, I don't get it. This is not my world. I cannot compute with this. I cannot, it doesn't resonate with me. I don't understand it. And I have so many wonderful supporters. And I thank you guys so much. We're like, we love you. You're an asset to this platform. Stay. But it's like, when almost every creator hates me, but like Mike, an actor. And I know they don't all hate me. I'm being, by the way, I'm exaggerating when I say that. I know, but it's just like, I don't understand. And you know what? I don't want to understand at this point. I have racked my brain over the last several weeks and few months trying to figure it out. And you know what? I just kind of want to be done with it. I got to a place in my life where, for the most part, people like me. Like, you know, aside from my family, which is a whole separate issue. You know, like, people who meet me like me. Like, I rarely meet somebody who doesn't like me. And, or if they do, you know, they turns around quickly. YouTube is not that. YouTube is a very strange place. It's a very strange place. And I'm disgusted and I'm disappointed. And it's not at YouTube itself. Yeah, YouTube has its issues. I'm grateful for YouTube, the platform. Like, even like Younow, as much as people say I'm a scam artist, I'm the person that comes on and argues, I don't want to get a contract because I don't want to sit here and encourage you guys to send me money. I don't want you guys to pay my bills. Does that make sense? I don't want that. That's why I don't sit here and say, oh, give me likes and give me this and give me that. Yet I'm a scam artist. Yet I'm the con artist trying to take advantage of people. Like, for fuck's sake. I've been over backwards to help some creators, to watch them turn around with no information on their opinion and just fuck me over left and right. People I've helped, people I've promoted, it happens over and over again, and I'm just done. I'm done. And by the way, this has nothing to do with Repsion. What I'm saying right now this is nothing to do with him. Sai knows, Nathan knows. And I agree. I agree, Celeste. I agree. She says strong women on every platform get screwed over. I agree. But being as though I'm still working on my health, this is where it's tough. If it wasn't for the health stuff, I could deal with it. It makes it 100 times worse and more stressful because stress aggravates it. And I'm just done. Zorkmid, my channel growing as quick as it did was fucking a nightmare. I didn't expect it to happen. It's not what I expected. Well, Eric, that's the thing. Isn't that narcissistic? Because, no disrespect, Eric says they're just projecting joy. You are better than they. But see, wouldn't that me being a narcissist to sit and think that? Oh, it's all their problem. But if everybody systematically shows their shitty, awful fucking behavior, what do you deduce? Do you know? And I'm kind of stuck with that. And I play devil's advocate back and forth. And I'm just at the point where it's like, you know what? I'm now at the point I don't care to figure it out. I just want to walk away because it's toxic. I just want to walk away. Even like, it was hard this week doing the videos to get my Daddy 05 story out. And I'm not even done. I'm like halfway done. Halfway done. And I don't think I'll be making videos this weekend. I don't think I will. Somebody started fucking with roommate's family over the last couple days. There's been a family tragedy, so we're most likely going to be traveling out of state. Like, I don't want to say too much. Gutless, if I take Tom off, it's like, what do I do about medical stuff? And roommates offered to pay for it, and I don't want him to. I don't fucking want him to. I don't. This is a lot of money. Like $1,000 in a week and another $1,000, like what is another 800 the next week? That's a lot of money. Paulina, we're talking a lot of money. As much as roommate says I'd be happy to, it's like, this is thousands of dollars to get stuff done. This is not cheap. Celeste, I appreciate it. Please don't. Don't. I would be upset if anybody made a GoFundMe. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Please, please, please don't. Thank you, Celeste. You're so sweet. Celeste, I love you to pieces. You've been so kind to me, but please, guys, don't do that. Don't. Mandy, I have really good mods. I have amazing mods. Mods actually keep me sane. They're not my issue. They're not. My issue is the creators. My issue isn't even with you guys. It's not even with like the haters or the trolls. My issue is the vitriol of the creators. The absolute disgusting hypocrisy that they take you and they use you for everything they can and shit on you when it's convenient. That's my issue. Mike and Benji are the only people who haven't screwed me over. I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting. Like, I mean, Mike and Benji are the only people I feel like at this point as like legit creators. You know what? It makes me sad too, Magi, but I don't want to stay in a place this toxic. I don't. Like, who would, you know? Jacqueline, thank you. Jacqueline's been very nice to me. Zorkmid, it's been the last 24 hours because it started last night. It's just, and it's content creators. It's content creators, and then there's some other things I'm not going to talk about. There's some personal family things, content creators, and one situation that I'm this close to being done with. This close. And I'm not going to talk about it yet. And please understand when I say I'm not going to talk about it yet, it means there's like now what you've seen with the Daddy 05 situation, there's a big reason why I'm not talking about it right now. It's just not, it's not worth it. Yes, Brittany, welcome to YouTube. The hate and backstabbing is always there and it will always be there. And I didn't know this side of YouTube existed. Had no clue, and I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. Yeah, Dexter, I'm not going to go into that particular subject at the moment. But unfortunately, that's another situation as well that I'm not going to talk about. Kristen says Jacqueline wasn't rude. She can get a straight answer. I don't believe Jacqueline was rude to me at all. The thing is that Jacqueline didn't, and it's no disrespect to Jacqueline, but Jacqueline, from my perspective, didn't quite understand what she was asking me. What I mean by that is you can't just say, do you believe in the supernatural? That's too big of an umbrella. That can mean so many different things. So that's why I was like, there were several things where I would, like, the first time I was talking about something, I got lost in what I was talking about, and she was like, I don't think you answered my question. I'm like, okay, we went back to it. But so the reason why I couldn't give direct answers was because I didn't know what she was wanting, like what she was wanting, because the supernatural can mean 20,000 different things. And that's no disrespect. Jacqueline was very nice to me. I got nothing but love for Jacqueline. No disrespect. This will be turned around and people are going to say, Joy's shit talking you, for fuck's sake. I can't give a direct answer to like when, you know, I had to, like, she has to define the question, and she started to, but you can't just lump in psychic, magic, ghost, like, under just the umbrella of supernaturalism. Like, there's so much involved with that. That's such a broad topic. There's no way to quite answer that question. It has to be more defined, which she started to. No, I don't, guys, Jacqueline can have whatever opinion she wants. I had no issue with Jacqueline. None. There's no issue with Jacqueline. She doesn't have to believe or disbelieve whatever I believe or don't believe. Doesn't matter to me. Like, none of that matters. I'm just saying, if people are saying I didn't give a straight answer, the first question, yeah, fuck that up. No problem. But subsequently after that, it was, Dylan, I love you, sweetie. Thank you for the $1,000. You don't have to send that to me. Thank you. All I'm saying, though, is after that first question, I needed her to give more definition to it. It almost be like, to me, it's almost like somebody saying, what do you think of life? And you go, you're going to have to narrow it down. That's a big, I don't know what you're asking. That's how it came across to me. Thank you, Brooke. People are talking about me going to get benefits and disability and insurance. My state cut a lot of things, so it's not that easy. I am looking into other things that have come to light recently. Well, I think she was being a little bit maybe standoffish, but it was fine. It was fine. She has every right to feel the way she needs to feel. Anybody has the right to feel they. I felt like in that she was being respectful to me. That's it. I had no issue with it. Great EastEnders was not the same for me because my state cut a lot of things. Well, Vince Guard in the supernatural is voodooism considered supernatural? You know, so that's the thing. If somebody says, "Do you believe in the supernatural?" Which aspect? I can't say yes or no because there are some things I think, it's absolutely possible they exist and other things they don't. So I can't give an answer to that. I couldn't get somebody would have to be specific with me. Thank you, Sai. I appreciate it. And John, I've gone over that. I haven't yet privated the DO5 videos because there's something else going on when it comes to that, and I am waiting for the right time. I would hope after what people have seen now, they would at least have a little bit of trust in me that when I say I can't talk about it now, I'm waiting for the right time, there is a specific reason for it. But trust me, I am more than happy to take those videos off my channel, and soon. I want to be done and over with the subject. That is why I was trying to rush my story out so quickly. Well, Melissa, don't trust me. That's fine. You don't have to trust me. I'm not like nobody. You guys don't have to. I'm saying though that so far, when it comes to several things, I've shown that there's a reason why I do things. But nobody has to trust me. You don't have to. It's fine. Like, do what y'all gotta do for you. Take care of y'all. I am in no trouble for anything that has to do with Daddy 05. Absolutely not. I have insurance and they don't even cover my medicine for my illness. Yeah, well, that's another thing. Um, Diana, thank you. I'm sure I am. I'm sure I am. Well, and I don't want to change who I am. I just want to leave an environment that's incredibly toxic. Just toxic. What? Sorry, Diana. I'm reading what you just wrote. That's disgusting. That's just Diana, it's stuff like that. Why, it's gross. Diana, can you send me a link to that? At absolute vitriol. Can you send me some? I'll go ahead and read it. Diana, is it okay if I read it out loud? Is it okay if I read it? And this is gonna sum up perfectly why I'm just done. I'm done. What a gross fucking what gross fucking people. Thank you, the real Q. Jacqueline didn't do anything. Joy didn't do anything. Stop with the drama crap. Everything's fine. Jacqueline and I are fine. It's fine. On my end, everything's fine. All right, this is what Diana sent me. Diana, if you can send me some info. She says, you should know the Ego Cast newest video is slandering you big time. He said people he trusts told him you pretend to be a child to have cyber sex with adults. That's why I want to leave YouTube. Shit like that. That's fucking disgusting. Like, I'm not even sad. I'm just disgusted. Do you guys understand now why I want to leave? It's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. I don't know. If somebody can send me a link, that would be great. Will, I've already answered that question. Steven, thank you for the 1,000 bars. You guys don't have to send me anything, but thank you. Guys, if you keep spamming, like, if I've answered you, like, Will, I just answered you and you're spamming again. If I answer you and you keep spamming, I'm going to block you. Now, if I don't see something, I'm okay if you keep spamming. Like, that's, you know, don't do it crazy. Don't be crazy about it, but that's fine. But if I answer you, but you keep doing it, like, it's just taking up space. Oh, Zombie. No, Zombie's a piece of trash. Zombie can leave. Yeah, there we go. I've seen you too many times be a dick. John, what are you talking about? You were joking about getting men off, acting like a child on your forum. What are you talking about? I don't have a forum. What are you talking about? That blog. Are you talking about the blog post from 2009 where I made a joke and I've talked about it? That doesn't mean anything. I made a joke. Jesus, like, there are real fucking issues in the world and people want to police me when I made a joke in 2009. See, this is stupid. I'm not even mad. I'm just done. It's stupid. I think that got things going. And maybe it did. And John, I'm not mad at you for saying, don't think I'm mad. Like, I'm not mad at you. I'm not, like I said, I'm at that point. Do you guys understand what I mean when I say I'm at the point where I'm not mad. I'm just done. I'm just grossed out. Okay, Will. So let's go ahead and block you, Will, because I've now said it more than once. I've already said I've answered this question. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be stepped all over. Vince, I've done that, and that backfires horribly, unfortunately. Good advice. Hasn't worked in my case, though. No, John, I appreciate it. No big deal. Well, Brooke, there's nothing to dig into. Like, people are trying to thought police me over some ideas. The Indigo thing, which it's not called the movement, what I looked into is called the Indigo Children. That was something I looked at for 2 or 3 years. Was it 2 or 3 years? From what, 19 to... No, it was about 1920 to 22, 23. There's no church. There's no meeting. There's no meetup. There's no phone call. There's no cult. It's a psychiatrist. I think it was a psychiatrist who wrote a book on an idea they had that something... It was just a concept. That's it. And people want to thought police a concept I looked at 12 years ago? That's horseshit. Like, that's so stupid. I just... Good gracious. But to make a claim like that with no evidence is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Deja Loved, I've answered that question several times. So you can go back and look at my moments or look at videos if you want to see that. There's nothing else to call you out on. Let's just make shit up. I agree. Yeah, and I hear you, Scientific Rigor. I hear you on that one. I've talked about that as well. I've thought about addressing it at some point, but I've gone, like, that stuff I've gone over as well. So I don't know why I'm like, it's crazy. I'm being persecuted for past beliefs I've had where I didn't hurt anybody, I didn't take advantage of anybody, I didn't take anybody's money. That's it. And people are just jumping on the hate train with it. And I'm like, really? See, that's like, so we're not allowed to explore ourselves spiritually, explore thoughts and concepts. Like, we're going to hold each other accountable for thoughts and concepts that didn't hurt anybody that we might have had years ago. Really? See, this is where I'm out. This is not my world. Hi, Gutless. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Toms, I have Evan Destroy brushed her hair today. I'm making an exposed video. Vince, you don't know how bad these people are yet. I haven't even brought it all up. Thank you, Celeste. That's right. He was a devout Christian for years. So I just, you know, and like I said, it's not even about that video. I don't care about the video. It's the general nature of these content creators and how disgusting they are. Emily's mama, hey, it's not like you're a Scientologist. They believe in it. Hey, listen, they believe in aliens. Anybody who has beliefs, who does no ill will to other people, I don't care. I'm fine. As long as you're not doing any ill will or trying to inflict ill will on people, if you're using your beliefs to better yourself, I don't care what you believe. As long as it has a positive outcome for you and the people around you. Like, do I believe in aliens? I sure as fuck would like to believe they exist, and I get excited about the possibility. That's it. Does it make me an asshole? Nope. It's just something I would love to have exist. I agree, Audrey. Every single person judges others, but to the depth and disgust that I feel like that it happens with me, I don't understand, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. Celeste says most YouTubers and creators see other YouTubers as competition, not as an individual with emotions. Right, and I don't operate that way. I don't. So watching all these people that I try to help and I try to promote and I do interviews with and I try to build up and do things with and then just fucking become disgusting on me, like, fuck you. Start making fun of me for being sick, fuck you. Like, and I'm not mad. I'm past the point of being mad. I'm frustrated because I just want to move on. The real Q, exactly. And I get that, Allie. They want to make exposed videos because they're trending. And I get that, you know, to an extent. Like, at least, though, like, okay, with, like, Martin Lewis. Martin has done videos on me, but he actually, what I've seen at least, he'll try to be fair and balanced and respectful. And he'll come to me and ask me questions and talk to me in private. Yeah, I respect that. That's why I'll take time for Martin. I don't mind. But these other people, it's just vitriol. It's absolute vitriol. Okay, well, thank you, Gutless. Yeah, he seems okay, and that's why I don't mind. Anonymous, it doesn't make sense. You sound put your health and sanity first like you were doing more and more. It would drive me absolutely insane. Well, that's kind of how I feel. It's just, I just want to be done. Watch Martin's last live stream? When was this? Because I know I talked with him recently. I agree, Paula D. It's just, this is not my world. I just don't want to. I just don't. Like I said before, and I was very serious, I would not have come back so early, except when I realized that how much the health stuff was going to cost. Most people hate scammers and thieves. I agree, but where's the evidence I've done it? People keep screaming that's what I've done, and it's just like, where's the evidence? Silence. Well, she could have. And it's like, that's not evidence. Not evidence at all. Yeah, and Suit and I are good. Thank you, Civ Misty, for the 1,000 bars. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Nope, Suit's very nice to me. Suit is very nice to me. Amy, I have already answered that question. God, Ronnie, some days I feel like it. Iris, I completely agree, and it's in that really that one. I think that's what really made me like that made me feel really heartbroken. But people can do what they want. I just don't want to be a part of it. I really don't. This is not. The stuff I've done to try to like help people and put myself at risk trying to help people to watch them screw me over. It's just like, I'm done. Dante, I feel like people are either asking the same questions or people keep coming back on new accounts. It's kind of what it seems like. And that's the thing. I'm answering the same questions all week long, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I know some people miss stuff, but please, when I say go back and look at the clips of stuff after I'm done, you'll see more information. CJ, who didn't? Like, that's Mike hasn't, Benji hasn't, Suit hasn't. I just want to put my Daddy 05 story out and be done. Digital, everything you're asking, I've already gone over. It's the second time, gone over that. Dean, you're absolutely right. You have to be careful who you trust and help out. See, I was on the platform back in 2006 for a short time, and back then it was like everybody helping everybody. It was fucking great. It was awesome. And it's not like that anymore. And I learned that too late. So I jumped in going, I want to help everybody, and they'll help me. And nope. Unfortunately, not. John, I am not ready to go to work. I wish I could. I am not there yet. I am like in between. Sorry, I just put my battery out. I'm in between. I'm in between. I'm not nearly as sick as I was, and I'm more functioning, but I'm not quite yet there to have normal life. I can say, which is good. I ended up taking probiotics again for the first time in a few months. The last couple days, and since I've done that, I've had no stomach issues. Watch me wake up with stomach issues. I'm not saying that's going to fix it, but it's just a nice note. No, Dexter, honey. The Rustin, hey, Rustin, thank you for 50 bars, girl. You don't have to do that. And no, Dexter, not upset with you at all, hon. No worries. Trey SD, I caught myself using your version of nope in my kids' room. I do that, though. Like, when I talk to Mike or Benji too long, no, I do that same thing. I'm looking pale. I'm looking greenish. I'm tired. What's my opinion of time travel and exploration? My opinion is yes, please. I want it. CJ, but that's the thing. I would love to. I just need to make sure I have enough money to pay for medical stuff. So, but we're working on it. We're working on it. It just sucks. Did you know Tyrone Mangus did a video on oxygen therapy with hydrogen? Oh, are you talking about the food grade vegetable hydrogen peroxide? Is that what you're talking about? That was what I talked about in the interview. B, I've been thinking about doing a video, just kind of trying to put everything out there. I've done like I've done a couple videos explaining stuff, but Hun, why don't you block all the haters on YouTube and Twitter? It's not free speech. They are bullying. Yeah, well, I've started to. I agree, Diana. I've started to. I can sell pictures of my feet. No, no disrespect. That's Repsion's hustle. That's his hustle. That is not my hustle. Dexter, no, thank you. I appreciate it, but no, please don't do that. But thank you for the offer. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you, Cuz Games. Exactly. Paula, I'm sorry you went through stuff. I'm sorry. Zorkmid, here's what I'll tell you. When I first started getting sick, because when those radio interviews happen, see, nobody's giving the full timeline or the full context. The radio interviews happened in 2013. The tumor that I had happened in 2009. 2009. So I was fine. After I got over that, which it ended up shrinking in, I think, November? Late October or November of 2009. Because I had it almost all of 2009. It's fine for a long time. And then in 2013 is in spring transitioning into summer. It's like, I think maybe April was when I started to get sick with what I have now. Totally separate thing. Not tumor went away, never came back. The non-cancerous tumor went away, never came back. Thank you, Iris. So I had that. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'm going to go to bed here in a minute. Where was I going with that? I'm sorry. Somebody asked me a question, and I'm tired and forgot what she asked me. What was somebody? Oh, the vegetable food grade hydrogen peroxide. At that point, when I started getting sick, I didn't know what was going on, and I was trying natural methods, like different herbs and things. Didn't work. Worked for the tumor, didn't work for this. So at one point, somebody had talked about, it was a few months later, vegetable food grade hydrogen peroxide, and I tried it. The thing is, guys, what would happen is, and this is where I still get worried about what I'm doing right now, something will work for like a week and then stop working and it's done. And with the vegetable food grade hydrogen peroxide, I have to remember the time. Yes, I took it. I remember you're supposed to do a treatment, like you're supposed to do a specific treatment with it. Like you have to like do drops and increase and then decrease. I didn't do the full treatment because I was having so many chest and heart issues and I didn't know how it was affecting it. So I did it about halfway through. By the way, I do not suggest anybody do vegetable food grade hydrogen peroxide. Don't do it. If you do it wrong, it can be dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not telling anybody to do it. People are asking me questions about it. If like, would I do it again? Probably not. Just a heads up. This was in 2013. So after I did it, I did notice I felt better. The symptoms got better for a while and it seemed to be better, but it was just, but then it was like, so for a week it was better and then I get a little bit sick. It was a constant back and forth. And it wasn't until probably summer of 2014 that it just started getting really bad. Yep, and then I moved because I got a contract, the NBA, and it was really bad. Really, really bad. And then I had like a month or two where it was better, and then it got really bad again. So it's just back and forth, back and forth. Inconsistency and doublespeak, how? Somebody asked me if it helped. Yes, the hydrogen, yeah, I feel like it did help to a degree, but nothing fixed it. I'm still not fixed. Today I'm starting having chest and heart issues. It's like 5% of what it was, but it's still enough where it's concerning and it's frustrating because I just want to not have any issues. Princess, I've already talked about that. Ronnie, I agree with you to start making videos you want to make. I'm now terrified to make any videos. I am now anxious to even give my opinion, to be honest. Yeah, I agree, Trey. I know prednisone can fuck with your emotions and cause depression, and I'm very aware. So like, that's one thing I'm having to be really careful of. Even though my dose is really low, it's 10 milligrams, but I'm pretty sensitive to meds and stuff. So no, stress doesn't help. That's why I just want to kind of go. So what did you do for work? I did marketing management. Squash, I don't know if you're just on a separate account. I've already answered that question. Chrysalis, people seem to be outraged because you said rested and not corroded. I know. Like, heaven forbid I fucking misspeak on one word that I've cleared up several times, and I'm the fucking devil. That's how it works. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I just want to get my story out, put out my test results, and be done. That's kind of where I'm at. Slanely, how do you know that? It says, looks like Repsion's going to make a part 2. Well, that's his choice. People keep saying you're a master manipulator, but I don't see it. I don't know. Is it because I'm decent at talking sometimes? I don't know. And sometimes I'm fucking not. Obviously, sometimes I'm an idiot. I don't know. But at this point, it's so toxic that I don't think I'm going to find the answer on YouTube. That's why I just kind of want to walk away. And it takes me a lot to not want to, I always want to dive in and try to figure myself out and look at something, but it takes me a lot to look at something and go, this is too toxic. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Probably because he realized the first one and it's going to make another flop, or, well, I don't know. Well, thank you, Absurd. Kaylee says, of course he would have first got a ton of views. Yeah, it did. Chile, I would love to. People keep bringing it up repeatedly. You should do a book on your YouTube experiences. I could. The shit, y'all, that I could sit here and say. The shit that I could put out. Even right now, the stuff I'm sitting on. Keen, I love you, girl. Take care, honey. Decent person equals criminal mastermind, apparently. See, nobody questions the intentions of the assholes because they know they're assholes. But if somebody comes at a situation and tries not to be an asshole, they must be an even bigger asshole. This is YouTube logic, and it's just not for me. Dante, depending on how I'm feeling, yeah. Happy, I don't know much more about the purple mattress situation. I haven't updated it, or I was updated on it, but it was a while ago. I just haven't put anything on it yet. Arise, I don't know anything about that. Send me some info. Oh, Absurd, I'm glad you liked it. Joy, are you a real psychic? I believe everybody is intuitive. I don't like the word psychic because of the commentation. I believe every single person is intuitive. Period. Some people are more so than others. Some people develop it more. I feel everybody is sensitive to picking up on intentions, energy. I believe everybody. That's why it is the same concept of why can you feel somebody looking at you from across the room and you can't see them looking at you. You can feel somebody looking at you. It's simple shit. That's my opinion. My opinion. Do I have any science to back it up? Nope. It's just what I feel. What did Karina Boom say? I don't know. See, Mario, and no disrespect, I don't think you understand the question you're asking. Did you think what you did with the tarot cards was from real psychic powers? You have to, you would have to define that more. Gutless word, have you started on the other meds yet? Not yet, but so right now it's just prednisone, and I introduced the probiotic. What do you mean by real psychic powers? You have to define to me what that means to you, because that word, when people hear the word psychic, they think Miss Cleo, and that's not what that's not what I was trying to do back then. Deja loved, I've asked that question repeatedly. They said, if you healed a tumor before, why can't you heal yourself again? And that is why I've had a big slap in the face of humility when it comes to alternative medicine. Because modern medicine failed me with the tumor, and we don't have insurance, and we let people die in this country. I said, let me try alternative medicine, and it worked. And I said, oh, we can heal anything. That radio interview, I was in that mindset. You can heal anything. Yeah, natural stuff. Blah, blah, blah. And now after 4 years of having this and the natural stuff not working, I've said, yep, I need to rethink my stance, and now I look at it as more of a balance. We need both. We need Eastern and Western medicine, and we need to blend both. Days I loved, I did, but not with this. With the tumor, but not with what I have now. You understand how healing happens at the principle of unity. That's a nice thought. It's a nice thought, but there are sometimes I believe, this is my belief, sometimes no matter how much or how badly you want to heal something, and no matter how I went to every fucking spiritual depth in myself and emotional depth to try to figure out why I attracted or created the illness that I have. And I can sit here and tell you this illness has taught me a lot. I've learned a lot about myself through being sick. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is no matter how much I wanted, I meditated, I wished it, I fucking did affirmations, it did not fix what is going on with me right now, unfortunately. And that's where I had to really, I was a humility of really rethinking my stance on natural alternative meds. Do I think alternative meds are great? They can be. They can be, sure. That they have helped me, but for some things they don't. And that's where I tell people, if anybody ever asks my stance, which I've said over and over again, go talk to your doctor and exhaust every medical effort. If you have the money, go to the medical route. If you don't have the money, do your best to find the resources, do everything you can to exhaust every medical route. And if that doesn't work, don't just let yourself die. Try alternative stuff. Why not? Mario, if you ask one more time, I've already answered you. If you ask again, I'm going to block you because you're just spamming. Well, thank you, Wit. I'm just venting frustration right now. This is just me venting frustration. Audrey says, it bothers me when people talk about medical treatments. I can't fix the shape of my brain in school with veggies. See, I agree. And that's where I had to get a lot more humble in my stance. And that's why it's frustrating when people want to bring up things from years ago and throw it in my face. Because it's like, so people don't grow and change. I do think it's absolutely possible. I think the cures for everything are out there, but I don't necessarily know that I don't think we're going to get to all of them in our lifetime. And I think some people are just going to be sick for different reasons that we do or don't know. It's just part of some people's experience being on planet Earth. I would like to think that we learn and grow from it in some way, but at the same time, it fucking sucks, and I would love to help anybody not be sick with something. Dexter, I'm at the point where I'm willing to try anything. Do I still read tarot for myself? Sometimes. Or some people do for me. Just pull some cards. Oh no, is it my mic? Sorry, guys. I just can't. You seem like you were on drugs. I was really tired. It had been a hard night. I had been crying right before I got on her stream. There's been a family tragedy and just a hard night. Very out of it. Do I do Ouija boards? No, that is not for me. See, that's one of those things where it's like, do you believe in the supernatural? Do you do Ouija? Like that could encompass that. I do not do Ouija boards. I don't. That is not my thing. I don't encourage people to do that. Thank you, Chi Jubilee. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah Lynn. I'm sorry. I made much noise. In a galaxy far, far away, why don't you talk to me about copper? Because I've talked about it over and over again. I've talked about it repeatedly. Mario, I believed both. And I've talked about this. Go check it. Like, I've talked about this, Mario. Nope, I just can't. Are you going to make another video about family tragedy? I think that's just gross. Well, I just can't, as I've talked about before. Thanks for thinking it's gross. My situation was there was one family member that knew about my YouTube, reached out and said, hey, we got a situation here. There are 5 kids. 2 are dead from negligence and drugs because the parents are assholes. The parents are in prison. It leaves the other 3 older kids to bury the 2 younger kids, and there's no money. And people aren't donating. We're not going to raise the money. Is there any way that you think you could help with your channel? I didn't want to talk about it. That's why I spoke up. That's why I talked about it. But thank you for thinking that's gross, because that was a really hard thing to talk about. It was a really hard decision to make. Had a lot of judgment from a lot of people about how I'm a piece of shit for doing that. Thank you. She has every right to think I'm gross, and I have every right to say my opinion too. Thank you for the 500 bars. I'm sorry I didn't see who that was. Thank you for the 500 bars. John says that same family then wrote neg things about you. No, they did not. So there you go. That was a bunch of horse shit. I know what you're referring to. That was not about me. Thank you, Dante. And wait, it's okay for the news to do it, but she can't? Where is the logic? Don't know. There is none. I must be a horrible person that only does things to have people just look at me. That's what it is. Paulina, I just get tired of it. I just get tired of it. It's constant. It's just, and Colleen, I know you've been here a lot. It's just constant, the same questions. CJ, yes, this is independent contractor with YouTube. Correct. Yes, I just can't. I have spoken to Tim Conlon several times since May 8th. That is horseshit. What Based Mama is putting out saying that I never did is horseshit. I can prove it is horseshit. As I've proven already some things. As time will go on, when it's the right time, I can prove otherwise. Well, that's okay, Sumi. You don't have to. I don't want to feel sorry for me. I'm just frustrated. I'm just frustrated. I just can't. Where has Tim said that? Where? Show me where. Because I have 20 pieces of evidence proving otherwise. Did I get the copper ring eyes? No, because let me explain something, guys. When you're sick with something, not everybody has all the same symptoms or all of the symptoms that are listed that you're supposed to have. I know, crazy concept. God, these comments are getting so toxic. You get out 2 out of 10 and you can still have the disorder and those people are ridiculous. Yep, they are. They are. Why do the haters care so much? I don't know. I don't know, because they think that I'm the next I don't know. They think I'm the next awful person waiting to get people, like waiting to hurt somebody, and it's like there's no history or evidence of that, but that's just what they want to do. I don't know. I don't know. See, it's stuff like this. This is part of it, you know. Like I could deal with this, but then it's just with the content creators. It's just like I'm done. Who have I hurt? Friendly Vanilla? You because you can hurt. Who have I hurt? And I haven't lied. I've been very, very honest. I haven't lied. Who have I hurt? Brooke, me too. It's really sad that fans can't have a conversation with you because they need to break you down. That's abusive, by the way. Joy doesn't deserve it, and that's exactly how I feel. That's why I'm ready just to walk away. Friendly, I have answered this. I am ready to take down the videos. There is more going on than what you're aware of. I agree, Friendly, and I am ready to take them down. I can't yet because there is something else going on when it comes to the videos. But they will be going down. Just like I said, for months, there are things I can't talk about till the time is right. That's another situation of when the time is right. It is not my place to put certain things out. I am waiting for the right time. But those will be going down. I don't even profit off of them. I don't. I don't make money off of them because it's going to go to Rose. Well, thank you, Arise. It's none of this is worth it. That's where I'm at. I mean, you guys are awesome, and I love hanging out with you guys. It's really not about y'all. I just want to get better. I just can't. Show the proof, because right now all you're doing is shit talking. Send a link. Show the proof on that. Thank you, Rainbow. And Rainbow, I hope stuff turns around for you too. Well, Arise, I'm not perfectly healthy. I'm working on trying to get there. You want me to show the proof of what? Meds are okay, Cat Coke. It's better. It's a lot better. Exactly. I have shown proof. What I've also learned is no matter how much proof I show, people aren't going to stop. And that's exactly right, hashtag Ingleen. I also didn't have to prove a motherfucking thing. Dante, I do, and I'll have to be scheduling one here soon. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Ma, thank you for 1,000 bars. You don't have to do that. So, alright. This woman deserves a critique. She's getting money by getting sympathy with lies. No, I'm barely getting anything, but keep thinking it. Alright, guys, if y'all don't see me around on YouTube, you'll know why. Because I just don't. I'm just tired. So, I probably won't be putting up videos this weekend, probably. At least I know not tomorrow. Alright, guys, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun. Have a good weekend. See you later.